And if you don't feel well, you stay in bed and rest all day. Incredibly depressing, if I'm being perfectly honest. I'm in day 21 of an Ibrance cycle, which is the last day. Yay me. Feeling like shit, and I included that wake up at the beginning of this video, as you can edit out all the ums and the likes. The professor in college, I'm still friends with her. Little tick marks on the board every time we said like, made a person very self-aware of their use of that word. Does anything have a point?
Are we walking in that fashion, living in that fashion? I don't think that. I think we're all anguished, we're all fearsome, we're all unhappy and wretched.
Imagination. I push up through the stems of flowers and step out onto lawns. I'm newly frozen rains cracking under paws. I am imagination, though not whether it is a...
You know, no shade to Ibrance. I thank the good Lord every day for Ibrance, because I think without Ibrance I would have been, well, if not dead, quite sick at this juncture. Sicker, I mean, than I am. Sicker. Sarah would not like that. She's an aesthetics girl, and I just don't care. Internet. I bet you all at home have a pillow that looks like that. Abe, I did not do this to this pillow. That's all on Abe. I will not. I'm a permanent cancer patient in America, Tucson, Arizona. It's like a hostage video now, isn't it? Made it like a hostage video. I've never lived anywhere but the United States. I'm thoroughly an American, whatever the fuck that means. Yeah, it is right now. The kid's really cute right now. You gotta look. I mean, you gotta admit that's cute. Metastatic breast variety. I still have to work. And I don't mind. I love working. Actually, I'm one of those weirdos who really loves working. I come from a long line of miserable white people who knew nothing but poverty and labor. I think they all were working on farms or in factories. I have that in me. I want to work all the time. So when I take a bed day, even though everybody knows, like, well, of course you're taking a bed day. You fucking have cancer and you're a public school educator and you just taught through a pandemic whilst having the cancer. People are like, oh, I don't even know how you did that. It's amazing. Well, I did it before 2011. I did it. I was younger then. I'm going to be 45 in 4 days. I think it's great that I made it that long. I'd like to make it to 50. That's kind of my sad long-term goal. Bucket list item even. Make it to 50. I just want to know what it feels like to be 50. And then I'll probably want to be 55 and 60. I mean, it's never enough. I'm writing fiction right now. And part of that fiction is about that very thing, that it's never enough. Life is never enough for us as human beings. I'm not a fiction writer, but it's kind of fun, I got to admit. It's fun to write something that I don't immediately put on the internet. So I woke up this morning feeling like I had a hangover. What the fuck? Did I drink last night? Because I don't want to drink. I didn't drink last night. It's just that day 21 of an Ibrance cycle, after you've been on Ibrance for about a year, as have I, it feels like a hangover. It's like those shoes they used to make in the 80s. Looks like a pump, feels like a sneaker. Looks like a cancer drug, feels like a hangover. You just gotta laugh, or else you would weep forever. So I says to myself, it's warm outside, so I'll just wait for my mother-in-law out front on the porch. The summer in the Southwest, in the Sonoran Desert specifically,
in the summer, you see. You are, you shouldn't wait outside. It's not that kind of warm. It's not that kind of summer. Summer, but it's more like a hot, dry mouth kind of a summer. I say shit like, you know, I'm from the Midwest and I don't know that I shouldn't be waiting outside in the summer in Tucson, but you know, I've lived in Arizona for almost 8 fucking years. In the high desert, Flagstaff is more Colorado than it is Arizona. I mean, I think when people think of Arizona, they don't think of, you know, snow. What else do we have in Flagstaff? We have a mall. No, there's a lot to recommend Flagstaff. I'm just kidding. I went to a history museum in Tucson today with my mother-in-law, whose company I really enjoy. It's a cliche, right? Like everybody hates their mother-in-law. I don't hate my mother-in-law. I actually really enjoy her company. So we hung out and we went to a museum, a natural history museum. I'll tell you more about that if you would like. Well, it doesn't even matter if you'd like to learn more about it because I'm going to tell you more about it. So I'm just documenting something that is hilarious to me. So here's where you pay the parking meter. Okay, so 1 for this space, and then here for this space, and here for this space. So that there is exactly this, I mean, like, how do I demonstrate this? There's no room. Like, if there were 4 people paying, there were literally no room for 4 bodies. There's barely room for 1 body. I'm not an architect, but I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say it's a design. Abby is so sleepy. Why are you so sleepy? I'm not sleepy. Are you hot, Abby? Are you a hot dog? They're always changing the labeling, and so I never fucking know what I'm supposed to clean with. I hate housekeeping, but it's just a fucking thing that you have to do. This shit. Just put the shit right in the fucking dishwasher. I would tell you, as God is my witness, I'm never gonna do a dish again in my life because we got a fucking dishwasher. But the sad fact is I went and got fancy and have shit like cast iron skillets now. And best of my knowledge, dishwasher does them no good. Abe knows. I'm making a boring iMovie. Do you like kisses? You love it. I'm gonna share a private thought with you. I really hope medical science doesn't discover that sparkling water is bad for women, cancer patients like me. I drink a lot of sparkling water. I prefer it. Sparkling water kind of hurts when you drink it. It really does. It sort of hurts. I kind of like that. I mean, it's not a kinky thing. It's just a weird thing. I kind of like that it sort of hurts my mouth. Like there's a little ow. June 18th. I'm feeling much better actually since I woke up and I rested a lot, and there's a lot of animals here with me. I've got Abe and Pillbug and Fred and oh, you can see Larry. Look at Larry there. Anyway, I'm off to rest more, and I really hope that this drought ends soon. I'm praying every day for monsoons. One, selfishly, because I just want to see a monsoon. I've never lived through a monsoon. And 2, because I can tell that the plants and the wildlife here in the Sonoran Desert really could use the water, and the people definitely, whether we know it or not, we could use it too. So here's to some monsoons soon.